Hello students, we will proceed with the chapter of magnetic effect of current. In the last session, we had discussed about electromagnetic induction. We had learned that electromagnetic induction is a phenomenon of inducing current in a coil by continuously changing the magnetic field linked with it. Today, we are going to discuss an application of electromagnetic induction, and that is generator. Students, generator is a device which is based on the principle of electromagnetic induction. It is a device which converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. Today we are going to discuss AC generator. Students, AC refers to alternate current. Alternate current is the current which reverses its direction periodically. Alternate current एक सेम डायरेक्शन में फ्लो नहीं होता, वो विद टाइम अपनी डायरेक्शन को चेंज करता रहता है. And the device which generates this AC is called AC generator. So an AC generator is an electrical generator that converts mechanical energy into electrical energy in the form of alternative EMF or alternating current. Let us see the construction of a typical AC generator. As you can see in the figure, it consists of a rectangular coil ABCD which is kept in a strong magnetic field of permanent magnets. The magnetic field is directed from north towards south pole of the magnet. The two arms of this coil are connected to two complete rings, R1 and R2. These complete rings are insulated from inside and are connected to a shaft or an axle. So when the shaft rotates, these rings rotate, which leads to the rotation of your rectangular coil. From outside, these two slip rings or complete rings are pressed against two stationary carbon brushes, and these two stationary carbon brushes are connected to a galvanometer. We have learned that galvanometer is a device which detects the presence of current. So when current will be induced in the coil, galvanometer will show deflection. Let's discuss about the main parts of AC generator. The first is your armature coil, that is the rectangular coil which is kept in the magnetic field. Next is your strong field magnet. The strong magnets provide a very strong magnetic field in which the coil is rotated. And the third important component of your AC generator is your slip rings. हमने मोटर में स्लिप की जगह स्प्लिट रिंग्स यूज करी थी. स्प्लिट रिंग्स आर इनकम्प्लीट रिंग्स, हाफ रिंग्स को हम स्प्लिट रिंग्स कहते हैं और कंप्लीट रिंग्स को हम स्लिप रिंग्स कहते हैं. In motor we use split rings, and in generator we are going to use complete rings or slip rings. These slip rings are connected to your axle, right? Inside से अंदर से वो axle से connected है, and from outside they are pressed against carbon brushes. Next is your axle. The slip rings are placed on the axle, which is made to rotate freely from an external source. Therefore, when the axle rotates, your slip rings rotate, which results to the rotation of your coil. The fifth part of a AC generator is brush. We have two carbon brushes which are pressed against the slip rings. These brushes act as a contact between the armature coil and the external circuit. And the last main component of your AC generator is your galvanometer, which detects the presence of induced current in it. Now let's see how an AC generator works. As you can see in the figure, the coil ABCD, right, is kept in the magnetic field of two magnets, and the arm AB is attached to ring R1 and arm CD is attached to ring R2. So when we will rotate the shaft, these rings will rotate, which will lead to the rotation of the coil. Now suppose the external agent applies a force which rotates the coil in anti-clockwise direction. So when the coil is rotated in anti-clockwise direction, the arm CD is pushed upwards and arm AB is pushed downwards. Students, when this coil is rotated due to electromagnetic induction, current will be induced in it because the magnetic field linked with the coil will continuously change due to rotation of the coil. Now we have learnt that we can find the direction of induced current with the help of Fleming's right hand rule. And the rule states that stretch the thumb, forefinger, middle finger of your right hand such that they are mutually perpendicular. If your thumb points in the direction of motion, your forefinger points in the direction of magnetic field, then your middle finger will give you the direction of induced current. इसी सिंपल रूल को हम लगाएंगे अब. Let's apply the rule in arm CD. As you can see, it is rotating anti-clockwise, so arm CD is pushed upward, so this will be the direction of motion. So please everyone stretch your forefinger, middle finger and your thumb such that they are mutually perpendicular and apply Fleming's right hand rule. Point your thumb in the direction of motion, your forefinger in the direction of current, in the direction of magnetic field, and the direction in which your middle finger will point give you the direction of induced current. So you will find that the direction of induced current in the coil will be from D to C. Similarly, we will apply Fleming's right hand rule on the arm AB, and you can see that when it is rotating anti-clockwise, so the force will be acting in downward direction, field is pointing from north towards south, so we will get the direction of induced current from B to A, which will pass to your ring R1, which from there it will go to brush B1, and the direction of current in the external circuit will be from B1 to B2. And the moment the current will induce, galvanometer will show deflection showing the presence of the induced current. Students, after half rotation, the arm AB will come at the place of arm CD, and arm CD will occupy the position of arm AB. Now what is going to happen? The arm AB, which was earlier pushed in downward direction, will be pushed in upward direction. Since the direction of force is reversed, so you will find that the current which was earlier induced in the arm BA from B to A will now be induced in the direction A to B. And the arm CD, which was pushed earlier upwards, now is pushed downwards, so the direction of current which was earlier from D to C is now from C to D. As a result, the direction of current in the external circuit will be from brush B2 to brush B1. So after half rotation, the direction of current in the external circuit will reverse. Such a current which reverses its direction periodically is called AC, alternate current, and the device is your AC generator. This is how a AC generator works.